Right, this lesson is for the week starting the 22nd, so it should take you both lessons. So just to recap, it is about that hook for holding the cables, if you remember from the exam paper that we spoke about last week. So that was how it was made, and your task last week was to explain the issues behind it and any problems that you think that there is with the design of it. Okay, so once you've done that, then we need to move on. So we need to look at the next part of the exam paper. And what they're wanting you to do is to redesign it. So you're asked to consider different ways to manufacture these brackets, and they would consider different designs and processes to make it. And what it's asking you to do is sketch a design idea for the hook that's an improvement on the existing one. So the best way of doing this is when you've done your analysis of the original one, hopefully there is negative parts to it, such as weaknesses or over-engineered or using too much materials, and your design should improve on that. Okay, now lead by example. I've done a quick sketch of what I think would be an improvement. So I've looked at the different materials. So I've gone for mild steel, which we know is a little bit stronger. I have made the sizes smaller, so that's about half size. I should have really written it on. So I'd make that like 75 millimeters. Some mild steel bar that is threaded on one end and into drilled and tapped holes there. Maybe a little spot weld on them to stop them twisting. And 2 fixing holes, one at each end to hold it in place. I started doing the processes to make it. So maybe use a big guillotine like we've got in the back of Mr. Scarsbrook's room for cutting the 3 millimeter bar into lengths, and using a jig to get these holes in the right place. Now a jig is just like basically a template, and you'd put it over your piece of metal, you'd mark your holes, and then you'd go off and drill them, and that would make sure that you get them in the same place every time, repeated accuracy. We'll do a bit more work on jigs and templates later on. So once you've got your design, just draw it out on paper, photograph it or scan it up, whatever you want, just like this. And then what you've got to do on the exam paper is you've got to start justifying. Yeah. And you know my 2 main keywords that I've been telling you since year 7, it's still on my board: so and because. Use those words as much as you can in your justification. Yeah. You justify your answers, you're going to get better marks. So justify why your design idea is an improvement on the existing hook, and explain which processes you would use to make your design idea. So you're justifying how and why you've made those improvements on the original. Okay? See how you get on with this. Any problems, email me, but this is work for both lessons next week. All right? Okay, that's me. Take care. Bye.